Canelo Charlo just entered the ring in a starry, glittering black Star Wars robe. He looks like Jedi Knight, a Jedi Knight shimmering in a Apophis outfit. Just saying, it's what it is. Well, this is gonna really kind of shed some light on what's going on in this camp down here in Houston with I can't remember this trainer's name, but he just had a lousy showing with Earl Spence. So we're gonna see if there is actually something wrong in the training camps. Charlo is a rough and rugged dude, and Canelo is a precise and methodical, clever, intelligent boxer. Does Canelo still have what it takes? Canelo is on his way to the ring, to the fanfare of the crowd. We shall see. The old man versus versus the young lion. He got the slow ring walk out in his golden poncho with Canelo written on the front and some Mexican rappers on either side of him. He's a good fighter, yeah. We're going to see if he still has it. He's the favorite. Mr. Canelo is the favorite on all books. But this is Vegas. And if any place is fixed, this Vegas. The sure bet would be Canelo. But Vegas ain't never a sure bet. So you can take that for whatever you want. We'll see how it plays out. I already told you. I don't think Canelo's going to be ready for what Charlo is going to bring. Now, haven't been the biggest fan of Charlo, but watching all the hype leading up to this fight and everything, um, kind of gotten to become a little bit more in sync with what Charlo's all about, kind of. We shall see. So Canelo is very, very active in the ring. He's coming in. He's pretty hyped up. He's hyping himself up quite a bit. Is it all show? Is it all bravado? In comparison to Charlo, he came in pretty stoic, calm and collected. Wasn't a lot of hoorah going on between them. Charlo took a slow, calm approach to the ring. His ring walk was a little bit faster than Canelo's. Canelo came in nice and slow, but then got into the ring and turned into a quick jackrabbit, popping off and hopping off to his Mexican rap music. We shall see what the show is about to bring. Both of the fighters, 33. Canelo 5'7", Charlo 5'11". They both weighed in at 167.5 pounds. Charlo with the longer reach of 2.5 inches. Canelo at 70.5 inches. Charlo at 73 inches. Jermaine Charlo. Canelo Alvarez. Two twin giants meeting in their primes. Both undefeated. Same age fighters. Weight evenly stacked. Charlo's a little bit taller. A little bit longer reach. Canelo, arguably the more accomplished fighter. Definitely, I don't know how long Charlo been fighting, but they the same age, but we have known about Canelo for a lot longer. Premier Boxing Champions featured out of the evening, brought to you by Canelo Promotions, TGB Promotions. This is a Canelo promoted fight. See, he called out and gave him the opportunity. Let's see if he is ready to really perform. Is Canelo back? Is Charlo ready to attack? What is going to be the tale of the tape tonight? Is Charlo going to bust up Canelo? Or is Canelo going to put on a clinic, something similar to what we saw the last month with Bud Crawford and Earl Spence Jr.? And don't mistake me, that was a clinic. Now, Canelo's been part of clinics before in the past. He was in a clinic with Mayweather. And that really elevated his game because he learned how to move in the ring. What type of clinic is going to be brought to the forefront here today? That is the question. That is the question. Canelo is agile and more pumped. Charlo is more stoic and calm. If it was a show, I would say Canelo might look a little more confident. Charlo is a little more reserved. He was reserved all the way leading up to this fight. So we will see how this is going to play out. Yes, we are. The T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Uh-oh, it's showtime, y'all. Thanks for joining us here, the Nation of Cam Booth. This is King Cam Booth giving you the play-by-play of this epic fight. Jermaine Charlo, 35-1-1 with 19 KOs, undisputed 154-pound champion, fighting out of Houston, Texas. Yes, he is a twin. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the hard-hitting and the acclaimed, current, undisputed, 154-pound champion of the world, introducing Canelo Iron Man Charlo. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing purple trunks with yellow trim. Well, you know who the crowd is for. Both of them look to be in pretty good shape. I would say Canelo is probably a little more cut up here tonight. a little bit more defined, but their builds are different. Charlo's the longer fighter, the bigger head fighter. Canelo is the shorter, stockier, short-necked fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the renowned, the current, reigning and defending, undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, introducing el orgulloso guerrero de Guadalajara, Saúl Canelo. Let's get the referee in charge, Harvey Doc. All right, boxers, receive your instructions early. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck. Let's go, sir. All right, people, here we go. They've been instructed by the ref at the center of the ring. Both fighters have taken their corners. Charlo bouncing in his corner. Canelo bouncing in his corner. The ref has brought them together in the center of the ring, and they have circled the ring for the first time. Charlo is in the center of the ring, and Canelo, he's feeling him out with his purple gloves. Canelo with his guard up kind of high. He's feeling him out with a bunch of little steady feints. Purple shoes, a little bit of dancing. The first feint moved by Canelo. Charlo threw the first punch, the first jab. It was a left-hand jab. A second jab by Charlo. Here we go. Feeling him up, touching him up. There goes Canelo. He's feinting. Relax, pull it back. Charlo's getting into a squat. His shimmering shorts. There goes another soft jab by Charlo. He unthrown 3 so far. Just a little feel him out to see where he's at in the ring. Let him know, don't get a little bit too close. Where he at? There goes another jab by Charlo. I wouldn't say any of them is really connected yet, but he's throwing them out there. The little rabbit punches, letting him know. Big swing by Canelo and a miss. A huge whiff. It was a body shot, but it was a complete miss as Charlo moved out the way. Canelo's hunting. He's hunting, though. He got Charlo on the back foot. Charlo is moving up against the ropes here on one side of the ring, and Canelo kind of has the center of the ring. But Charlo is still pumping that left jab, and it's a big, heavy body bag punch there. You can see these punches here are the direct works of that drum bag that he likes to hit. There goes he hits it. There's the big drum bag hit right off of Charlo's arm. He's not throwing an objective jab. He's putting it out there, but it's not keeping Canelo at bay. He's right. He's just a filler. Canelo threw 2 big punches. One of them hit into the arms, and the first one missed. Charlo has been throwing that jab, but it hasn't really been of anything of power. It's just more of a feeler out there to feel where he's at. So, where are they feel? What is going to happen here? What is the cut? Canelo has some heavy hands. Hey, go to the other room with all that. That's the end of round 1. Round 1, a lot of little feeler out jabs by Charlo and a few heavy punches by Canelo. Canelo came out and threw some heavy punches. None of them really landed. All of them were pretty much blocked, and a couple of them were complete. A couple of them were complete whiffs, but they were hard. Charlo's jab is a little soft. I have to give him that. It's a little soft, and it ain't keeping Canelo off of him. Canelo don't respect the jab. He's just kind of putting it out there, but it's not an enforcing jab. It's not a jab that makes you take caution. Take caution. They're back round two. They're filling each other out here. Canelo still has the center of the ring. There was a nice jab up by Canelo, left hand that broke the guard. It might have been parried away a little bit, but it might have also landed. Oh, he got a heavy punch on Charlo there, backing him up into the corner. It was a nice heavy punch, and Canelo's not here to play. He is throwing nothing but punches with bad intentions. And he just took Charlo again, hit him in the left chin. And his punches are hard, I tell you that. Said Canelo is not here to play, and Charlo's punches are not aren't gaining no respect from Canelo here. There goes a little bit of a hard one. Can he muster up some more? Is what we're here to see. We have Canelo with the nice little feints and everything. There goes a rapid punch by Charlo to keep him off, but they're not that hard. A body punch from Charlo, and Canelo pushes him off. A nice little body punch. There goes a body punch right back at him from Canelo to Charlo. Charlo is on his back foot for the first half of these fights, and Canelo got him in a headlock. We'll see what goes on here. I have to say that Canelo is throwing some vicious punches here. Everything he throws is hard. Everything that Charlo has thrown thus far has been fairly soft and more of a filler touch. Will Charlo regain the middle of the ring? Will Charlo step up these punches? These punches are hard coming from Canelo. And he is not holding no punches back. He got Charlo up against the ropes. And he's battering him. He battered him there up against the ropes real quick, and they're moving back, crossing through the middle of the ring, back to the other side. Charlo with a couple of jabs. Canelo took it on the chin. Not too damaging. Canelo is punishing Charlo to the body. He has landed a few good body shots, and like I said, everything Canelo throws is hard. And Charlo has yet to throw anything with any type of mean intentions yet. The strength of the punch is apparent, and the apparent strength is leaning on Canelo's side. He is throwing hard punches. Canelo says, I don't like you, and I'm going to show you that I don't like you. These are hard punches that I'm coming at you with. And go Floyd Mayweather at the fight with his grandson. They're out here getting it done, watching the fights unfold. Yes, he did. I don't know what kind of fighter Charlo is here. If he's considered a slow or a fast starter, but from where we're at here right now today, Charlo is not throwing anything that I would say is intended to hurt Canelo. Will this change throughout the fight is the question. Canelo Alvarez came out throwing nothing but hard punches from the very first whiff that he threw. Charlo has thrown out the jab, but the jab is not hard. Starting off round three with about 3 or 4 jabs from Charlo, a little bit heavier than what he was throwing in the first couple of rounds, but nothing to garner respect. And he keeps bending over and getting caught in a headlock, which I don't fucking understand when he's the taller fighter. Why are you playing so low? Canelo's punches are continuously hard, and he is continuously landing punches to the body. That one there was a little low. Keep him up, says the ref. It didn't hit in the front, but it was like a hip shot. That might have been the first harder punch that I've seen from Charlo here tonight. It's a jab. Yeah, come in and stay high. That's what I want to see as he wrapped him up in the middle of the ring. It was a smothering event. Charlo's moving from side to side. He is still on his back foot. He's a runner tonight. And that there opened him up. He threw some punches, and now he's bent down over again. He needs to stand up tall because he keeps getting headlocked, put in a headlock by the shorter fighter, which is Canelo. And Canelo is throwing vicious punches here. Another hard body punch to the chest, to the body. Charlo throwing out the weak jab. That's all I see is weak jabs. Is he going to must? Oh, he caught him something right there. That's Charlo. Caught Canelo with a nice flush shot, but Canelo stayed strong as they came together and bodied up real quick. Will Charlo muster up something? Canelo with a nice jab that caught Charlo and made his head snap back a little bit. Charlo is fighting. Maybe his jabs are getting a little bit harder here. Canelo is hunting. He's had a nice body punch from Canelo and an overhand right that landed into Charlo's left side of his head, which made him duck and take another headlock. They're back at it. They've separated. Charlo still dancing out, dancing around. Canelo hitting him in the head again with a nice little jab. That was a power punch bag to the shoulder. Not really effective. Is Charlo going to stand like a tree? Can Charlo withstand these punches from Canelo? Canelo is throwing nothing but danger, 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 and that one there barely missed. He's using that left hook to keep Charlo in front of him, and it worked right there. And it allowed him to get the right hand on. And then we talked about Charlo trying to land this uppercut. It's an important punch from the try. He missed. He's going to try and get he throwing one punch at a time, man. Charlo doesn't have a double punch. And his coach is telling him that uppercut with a nice hook would have landed and would have caught Canelo flush. But it was just an uppercut and then a retreat. Seems like a pity pat. One punch at a time, one punch at a time. Can he put some combinations together here as we go into, what is this? The fourth or the fifth round? This is round number 4. Both fighters in the middle of the ring as Canelo is inching Charlo back out of the center, taking the dominant position. Hands up high. Charlo with his hands looking for a jab, and he took a jab from Canelo. Canelo with a step in will look like a spear, and Charlo's head gets snapped back from another jab of Canelo. Harder jabs are connecting. Charlo jabbing, but jabs aren't effective against this guy, and Canelo is on the hunt. There goes a power punch, but it took it on the shoulder. Charlo with a power uppercut hook. There goes a left hook, right hook from Charlo that did connect. Is it gonna feel it? Did Canelo feel it? Canelo is still stalking him with a huge body punch. Charlo backing up. He took one on the right side of the chin. Canelo overhand right, but a miss. Charlo ducking down. I don't know. All this ducking down is gonna catch Charlo one of these times if he keeps doing it. He's getting too low. You are the taller fighter. Why aren't you fighting tall? Canelo is battering the body. Charlo with a return left hand hook to Canelo. These cats are starting to heat it up here now. Canelo with a 2-punch combo and a spearing jab down the middle. Charlo with a slow start. And Canelo came out once again with big, heavy hands. And he's still throwing heavy hands. It's Charlo. Charlo returned the favor with a big punch to Canelo. He had the right left hand hook that caught Canelo, but Canelo is still moving forward. Is Charlo gonna be able to establish any kind of dominance here as they hug it up in the middle of the ring? Charlo's punches have started to get a little bit heavier here. Canelo is on the hunt. He's on the hunt with the gloves up high. Charlo with a double jab. One of them looked like they might have gotten through. Canelo nushling from side to side. Charlo with a duck down again. He is going to get hurt doing this ducking down shit. I don't like it, and I don't know why he's doing it. He's going to get caught. He is going to get caught ducking down like that. Charlo took a couple of body punches, and he is on the move. And Canelo is stalking him very wildly and throwing heavy, heavy punches from the very first opening of the bell. When he threw his first punch, it was a whiff, but it was heavy. That was the end of round 4. We are going into round 5. And I don't know how to truly score this here just yet, but I tell you this. Appearances are half the battle. And the appearance of all this says that Canelo is the harder throwing fighter and landing the crisper, harder punches in this fight thus far. The first round was probably a draw. If one person has to win, then maybe we give it to Charlo just because. Just because he was throwing jabs, but none of them actually ever hit. Charlo is off balance throughout these fights, throughout these rounds. Canelo is throwing damaging punches, body punches, and power punches are eating him up. They are battering. They are taking tolls. No one has landed a clear, super crisp headshot. Maybe Charlo has landed a couple. There goes a double punch from Charlo for the first time. As he's jabbing him off, his jab is starting to get a little bit heavier here, maybe. Canelo stalking him, looking for an opening. Will he find it? Charlo with a return to sender favor. And that one there staggered Charlo from Canelo. He's making it through these guards, and Charlo's head is continuously getting battered back. Where are we at? Charlo still with the filler out jab. Is he going to be able to turn something out? Oh, he caught Canelo with that jab and a right hand hook. That was a nice flush punch and probably one of the harder punches of the fight. And Canelo got a little bit jogged on that one. I tell you, he did get caught. Can he continue to land punches like that is the question. Canelo is still on the chalking. He is absolutely stalking this guy Charlo, and Charlo is on his back foot and has been on his back foot the whole fight. There goes a 3-punch combo by Charlo that came off the gloves and Charlo and got caught in a headlock again. Canelo is the more smarter, experienced fighter here, and Charlo keeps getting caught in headlocks, which I don't know why. And Charlo just took a hard punch to the left, a right-hand punch by Canelo that caught him on the left side of the face. There goes a nice jab that came in, and another double jab hook from Charlo. And he's starting to measure Canelo off. These measuring punches are kind of actually stopping Canelo and pushing him back and stopping his approach. Canelo is coming in with hard punches, Everything he throws is hard. Can Charlo continue to take these hard punches from Canelo? We're into round 5. These punches are going to take an effect as the rounds start to come on. Is Charlo going to be able to muster up anything? Is he going to be able to muster up anything that is going to put him at bay? Get away. There goes a big hard punch by Canelo. Charlo in a big whiff by Canelo as Charlo moves off the ropes. And that was the end of another round. We're going into round 6, and the fight is starting to pick up here. I tell you this, Canelo is a hard punching motherfucker. And that one there caught Charlo nice and flush. That was a good punch there. We're watching replays right here because the round is over. Charlo, Charlo's punches aren't that heavy. Charlo's punches aren't that hard. And I can't help but acknowledge the fact that Charlo's punches are not deterring, I repeat, are not deterring Canelo. And although Canelo's punches aren't necessarily deterring Charlo, or maybe they are, because maybe that's why Charlo hasn't wound up and thrown anything really devastating or hard. I don't know. I don't know what to say here, but the strength is very apparent, and the apparent strength is going towards the Canelo. Can, can Charlo open up? Can Charlo throw something that is damaging? Can Charlo bring some venom to this fight, or is everything he lays out going to be a filler out jab? He has thrown some punches that has taken Canelo back a little bit, but pound for pound, hard for hard, every punch Canelo throws seems to be a power punch in comparison to Charlo's jabs. That was a big hard punch by Canelo that caught Charlo. Charlo's right side of his face is taking a little bit of a beating tonight. I don't see super evidence of it, but the hard punching by Canelo has touched the right side of Charlo's face a couple of times. Charlo is on the run. Charlo is moving from side to side, from side gate to side gate. Canelo is throwing hard punches, and Charlo is moving and ducking out the way. There goes a nice jab by Charlo in a return to favor. Canelo is stalking with a nice jab of his own that pierced the pocket of Charlo and touched his chin. Canelo, another body punch to the side. I'm sorry, that was Canelo with a huge body punch to the side of Charlo. And another body punch and another hard hook by Canelo. We cannot underestimate, we cannot underemphasize the fact that Canelo is a hard punching motherfucker here tonight. Can Charlo withstand this damage? There he goes. And I give him one thing is that he has seemed to move out of the way of a lot of these punches, but a lot of them have landed. And the other thing that I have to say is that when Charlo returns to sender, his punches just don't have the power behind them that I think he needs to keep Canelo at any kind of bay. Canelo has been stalking Charlo for 6 rounds now and is relentless in this fight. There he goes. He got Charlo into the corner. He's pinned, and he took a couple of good body shots there. He's in the center of the ring, but up against the ropes. Charlo, wild punches coming back at Canelo. Canelo sizing him, punching him up. This is the end of round 6, and Canelo had him stiff-armed out and was sizing him up. It is looking like it is starting to get dangerous in here for Charlo because Canelo, I repeat, is starting to statue Charlo up and put him into positions, the stage, to land these heavy, heavy punches. And if you've seen that one crazy fight from before where he had the old boy up against the ropes and he took them body punches and a dip and then came over top and caught him on the chin, I almost see this as an outcome coming up soon for Charlo if Charlo cannot muster up any kind of touches that are going to put Canelo on his back foot at any kind of way. Charlo looks to be a little bit scared of the punches as we look through the replays here. He is blocking a lot of these punches, catching them in the arms, catching them on the elbow. But a lot of them are going through. Some of them have been low, but a lot of them are going through. But the message here is that these punches are hard. These punches are hard being thrown by Canelo, and Charlo just is not gaining any kind of respect. Any kind of respect. Any kind of respect. I tell you here. And when he does throw a hard punch, it's from a super wind up, and Canelo can see it coming from a mile away. There goes a 3-punch combo by Charlo that came in. A couple of them hit, but the majority of them missed. And they looked like they were hard, but it was out of the batter range. Oh my goodness. This shit, Charlo has taken a knee. He caught that one there right on the forehead. He did that just to save face there. You know, he got caught up. It was more of a smart knee, but let's see here. These punches here are hard. These punches here are hard. And Canelo is coming in for the kill. Canelo throwing hard punches to Charlo. Charlo has taken a knee in round 7. Is he really? Is he really going to be able to take the battering of these hard Canelo punches? I don't know, because Charlo just doesn't seem to have, I repeat, Charlo just doesn't seem to have the power in his punch to keep Canelo off of him. Every step and punch that comes in is not even being phased by Canelo. Canelo is a tree here tonight, and he's absorbing everything that Charlo has to throw. Canelo is on the hunt here. We're in round 7 with 1 minute left, ticking down to the 55-second mark. Charlo is trying to batter back and throw some punches. Canelo throwing hard punches that caught Charlo. Get out the way, ref. Charlo hugged up. Charlo is tired. This is what I say here tonight. Charlo is tired, and we're looking at something that's going to be a little bit damaging here if Charlo cannot withstand the storm, if Charlo cannot land a hard punch, if Charlo cannot put some respect on the end of his punch. Oh my goodness. What was that? On the break, Charlo did hit Canelo with something, but he didn't even seem to be phased or cared on it. Canelo came back with a nice chopping left hand to Charlo's jaw. Matter of fact, it was a double connect to the jaw. Here we go into the round. Charlo's dancing around. The ref is in the way. We're going into round 8. I believe this is round 8 we are going into. That was the end of round 7, I do believe. I don't know if Charlo's going to be able to withstand this punishment. That punch right there caught Charlo right on the forehead, and he took a tempo back because he wanted to collect himself. That was actually a good knee that he took. I can give him respect for that. He took a hard punch right there, and he is expecting it. He's scared. He's scared of the punches that are coming. This is what I see. I see Charlo. He is bracing for the punches as they come, and he's actually scared of them coming. These are hard, hard punches, and Charlo is scared of these punches, which is affecting him in a whole lot of ways. It's affecting him in a way where he won't throw hard punches. It's affected him in a way that he's not parrying the punches. is affecting him in a way that Canelo is getting more aggressive, punch by punch, batter by batter. Charlo trying to keep him at bay with a jab and a little slight uppercut, but Canelo keeps coming in. Canelo is not to be deterred here tonight. And the crowd's starting to get into it. And Canelo's, I guess, is going to start to feel the venom of the crowd. And Charlo with a nice hard punch, but it is a complete whiff. There goes another punch that catches Canelo. It did catch him, but it wasn't nothing that put Canelo on any kind of deterrent streak. Canelo is still hunting, I tell you, and Charlo is still on the run. Charlo is running and Canelo is cutting off the ring here tonight. And Charlo and Canelo is in the corner. And Canelo has landed big punches on Charlo here in the corner. He tried to push him off, but Charlo grabbed him and they did a little spin around and had to get broken up by the ref. Charlo is trying to stand some ground here. What is going to happen? There goes a low punch. It was a hard body punch, but it was a little bit low. Canelo with a left hook that missed as Charlo ducks down underneath it. Charlo putting his hands up. Is he going to gain some confidence and land some harder jabs here? This is what we have yet to see just yet. I don't know what is going to happen. Canelo is stalking Charlo with two big punches right there. Put it back in the fridge. Charlo is trying to fight back here. I give it to him here. He is trying to fight back. But I tell you this much. He is on his back foot. He is very much on his back foot here. And Canelo is taking not no for an answer as he charges forward and laterally moves to keep him in his corners on the ropes. There goes another hard punch. A lot of these punches are getting covered and blocked by Charlo. I have to give him that. But these punches are hard. These punches are hard. And it only takes one lapse. It only takes one mistake. And if any of these punches that Canelo seems to throw takes a body shot, takes a head shot, it's going to, like the one earlier, it's going to put Charlo in a bad position here. In a very, very bad position here. Canelo is muscling Charlo up against the ropes. And he got him from behind with a little doggy hump. We are going into round 9. We are getting ready to enter the championship rounds of this fight here. Canelo is a mean motherfucker. And Charlo just doesn't have the bite behind his bark. Mostly Canelo or Charlo has been susceptible to left hooks in his career. Tonight he's been hit more with right hands. But here's Canelo doing the one thing that we have. We're in replay mode right here, and this is not the fight that Charlo wanted to fight. This is not the fight that Charlo wanted to fight. Now go wipe your face. Go wipe your face. Get the baby wipes and wipe your face. You know it's dirty. You know it's dirty. Get the baby wipes and wipe your face. They're wiping up some sweat or maybe they spilt some ice or something into the ring or something. They're wiping up the ring because it's a little bit wet. I don't know what they did. They spilt something in the ring. Here we go. Here we go. We're into round 9. 9 of 12 rounds here, and Canelo is still on the hunt. He took a left-hand punch there that was pretty deep and hard. But what are we talking about here? Canelo has been throwing nothing but hard punches all night. Charlo came out with no intentions to really set any kind of tone in the beginning of this fight. But I tell you this, and I tell you this much. Canelo came out with every inkling and every intention to let Charlo know that I am here to put you down, because every punch that I throw is going to be hard, and every punch that I throw, you're going to feel. Charlo, he is standing Canelo up in the middle of the ring here now, staturing up. He's trying to trying to throw muscle to muscle. And a couple of few flurries of hard punches here in the ninth round as we click down to the 150 mark of round number 9. Canelo is on the hunt. Canelo with a hard punch and Charlo with a return to favor. A left hand punch that caught Canelo in his noggin head. Charlo's on his back foot and Canelo once again is on the hunt. Here they go. They're posturing, muscling up. That was an uppercut that caught Charlo. Canelo is posturing. Canelo is posturing Charlo up and muscling him off, pushing him off, statuing him up. And then with this last statue, he landed a big uppercut that did knock some sweat off of the top of Charlo's head. Canelo's hunting. Canelo's looking. Canelo looks relaxed. Canelo's coming in nonchalant. Charlo's coming in. Knows a little bit of a pity pat charge, but they had a little bit of mustard underneath them. Can Charlo do anything here tonight that will make Canelo think, oh, maybe I should take a second look. Maybe I should be a little bit more careful. Nothing that Charlo has done has put any type of inkling in Canelo's mind that I will not stop coming forward. You are going to have to stop me. I am straight downhill. I can take everything that you throw. Your mustard is not good enough for mine. My mustard is stronger than yours. I am stronger than you, is what Canelo is saying in this round tonight. Yep, Charlo sits up here and tries to muster up. Charlo's strength is just not the strength that Canelo has. Charlo taking a couple of punches there as he circles around out the corner. Everything that Canelo throws is hard. Everything that Canelo throws is tough. Charlo is doing a decent job of blocking and I wouldn't say parrying, but blocking a lot of these punches. We have gone out of round 9. We're heading into round 10. We have 3 more rounds left in this super bout here on the Showtime pay-per-view event. Charlo's punches just aren't really punches. I don't know how to explain it, but Charlo's punches are just not punches here tonight. He's touching them. He's hitting them. He did get them right there, but it was about five punches, and it was good. It's probably about the first time that he's really done this. We're watching replays. A great uppercut landing from Canelo as we're watching these replays as we go through, and then Charlo holds on, and he should hold on. Charlo is not very strong in this fight. Charlo is not very strong in this fight. I repeat, Charlo is not very strong in this fight. Canelo is obviously the stronger fighter here. Will Charlo open up and give some respect to the end of these gloves as he throws a punch and Canelo's going into shuffle mode here. He threw a jab and Canelo just completely dodged it as he still moved forward with it. Now he's stalking from side to side, lateral movements, big uppercut, not an uppercut, big hook and a return hook from Charlo. Both hooks landed from both fighters. Charlo with an overhand right that caught Canelo ducking down, glancing off the side. Charlo posturing, Canelo posturing him up after a body punch. Another hard body punch by Canelo to Charlo's midsection. It's on the left side. Charlo just got ate up by 3 or 4 punches here. And he got caught in another headlock. Charlo is trying to duck these head shots that Canelo is unleashing on him into this 10th round. Is what is going to happen as we enter in these championship rounds. I guarantee that Canelo's punches are going to get harder and harder. And Charlo is going to have to figure something out here because according to the Box numbers, Charlo is losing on all scorecards and in every single round as Canelo stalks him, hunts him, moves from side to side, looking like Floyd Mayweather as he was fighting what's his face, McGregor, just stalking him, moving, lateral movement, side to side, coming in with both gloves up, and then landing them with hard body punches that are punishing him, walking him down. Charlo's been on the run this whole match. Charlo does not have an answer for the power of Canelo. And Charlo and Canelo is just battering Charlo here into these later rounds. It's nothing super damaging. It's nothing super damaging, but it's just been overwhelming. And Charlo doesn't like the hit. And the Charlo just can't muster up anything to give back that is of equivalent to what Canelo is throwing at him tonight. You have filler punches to start out this fight versus hard, 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 hard punches by Canelo to start off this fight. Whether it's a hit or miss, there goes a combination by Charlo as he stands in the center of this ring to Canelo. But I tell you, and I tell you again, it doesn't matter how hard these punches get thrown by Charlo. They do not, and I repeat, do not phase Canelo whatsoever. Canelo still on the move forward. He is a juggernaut. He is a short neck juggernaut. He is a muscular, stocky juggernaut, moving his feet, and he's getting comfortable in there, getting his Latin dance moves into play. As Charlo takes a seat into the corner, we are going into round 11. Two more rounds left here, people. Two more rounds left here, people. And his trainer is talking to him into the corner. What is he telling him? I don't know if I agree with what he's saying here. I don't know. I just don't know. I do agree that he does need to fight him. It's not even about fighting him at this point. It's about mustering up some strength at the behind of this leather that he's throwing. These punches that he throws do not, I repeat, do not. These punches that Charlo has thrown all night do not have any type of vicious intentions behind them. Here we go. We're into round 11. They meet at the center of the ring, and Charlo is backing up once again. He doesn't like these power punches that seems to be everything that Canelo throws. And Charlo's punches are, I said, Charlo's punches are, when they do try to wind up and come hard, they are telegraphed, and Canelo can easily move out the way. Here we go. It's Canelo is stalking Charlo. Charlo is on his back foot as he's been the whole fight. And that was a big punch by Canelo that got Charlo right in the left jaw, right underneath the ear. Oh, big punch by Canelo. And they stand up, statue up, body to body. I tell you, I cannot explain to you how hard these punches are that Canelo are throwing and how soft the punches are that Charlo is returning to the sender. Charlo is trying to statue off, and Canelo comes in with a nice jab that caught Charlo on the jaw and snapped his head back. Is Charlo going to muster up something in these last championship rounds, or is he just going to collect a check here tonight? And it's not that Charlo isn't trying, but Charlo's strength is just not comparing to Canelo's strength here tonight. And another headlock has Charlo gotten himself into. And that is just kind of sad to say, if I can say anything. I don't know why he keeps finding himself in the headlock of a shorter fighter, but he does. And Canelo is battering him with these hard punches, and Charlo telegraphing hard punches from outer space, and Canelo easily moving out the way. Canelo posturing up, taking the center of the ring. Charlo with his baby jabs that don't mean nothing. There goes a hard right down the middle that did pierce the glove of Canelo. But Canelo is unfazed. Canelo is unfazed as they meet body to body. They are in the center of the ring here. Is Charlo going to make a stand? Charlo do not like getting hit by these hard punches that Canelo is throwing. As once again, every time a punch is thrown, Canelo or Charlo goes onto the back foot step and starts to shuffle around the ring. Charlo has ran a good 4-minute mile here tonight, and that is no miss of words as that one there comes off as he ducks down, catches him on the left temple. And surprising that if it was just a little bit more flush, he may have taken another knee. But he's back at it. They're in the center of the ring. Charlo's trying to muster up the strength to go fight toe to toe with Canelo. And we go into the last round here. Is Canelo going to bring damage into this last round? Is Charlo that tough that Canelo throwing all these hard punches? Is that Charlo just isn't able to put Charlo into any type of pure danger? But that punch right there, as we watch the replay, was a good, really a devastating punch. That's what I just said. Charlo is fighting for his life in this fight, and Canelo is throwing nothing but big punches. And Charlo just doesn't have an answer. Charlo does not have an answer for the power that Canelo has brought to this fight here tonight. Charlo is overmatched. Charlo is overpowered. Charlo is overstrength by Canelo. I think Charlo knows that he has lost this fight, but is he going to put it all on the line here in this last round? Is he going to start fighting hard? Is he going to start throwing hard punches here in this last round? Is he going to open himself up? And is that opening up in this last round going to lead to something great? Or is it going to lead to a mess up and a knockout by Canelo? We shall see as we go through these last rounds. We are at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And Canelo is coming in nice and hard like he has been this whole fight. Charlo is trying to go. Charlo is trying to stand the ground, and he finds himself in another headlock. And Canelo is like, man, you are my bitch tonight. Get in this headlock. And he hits him overside the left side of the head as Charlo with a wild punch and a miss. And Canelo steps in with a nice body punch here. They statue each other up into the center of the ring. And Canelo is on the stalk and Charlo is on the run, back against the ropes as they have been the whole fight. As Canelo comes in with a shoulder punch and his head digging into Charlo's chest. Charlo's booking down low. Charlo just doesn't have the skills. Charlo doesn't have the skills. Charlo just doesn't have the skills to muster up anything that is impressive here tonight. And Canelo has been a dominant performer, a dominant fighter with hard punches, that hard punches that keeps Charlo either in a headlock, on the run, up against the fence, ducking, scared of punches that are coming. Rabbit, little weak. There goes a nice punch by Charlo, though, that takes Canelo on the chin. But like I've always said, like we've experienced and seen this whole night, his punches just don't have any effect. And Canelo is on the hunt. And Charlo is against the ropes. And we are got about 50 seconds left in this match. And Canelo is pacing him up. And Charlo is trying to fight back here in these last 50 seconds. 45 seconds left in the match. And Charlo with a wild punch. And Canelo says, you can't touch me. I'm going to move my head like an industry. And Canelo, look at him with the herky-jerky movements. He is jugging him, and he's trying to bait him, and he's coming in with heavy punches, and he's pushing him up against the ropes, and he is telling him, I am stronger than you. And Canelo wants right back at it after the separation, and he's still throwing hard punches into the 15 seconds left of the match, and Charlo is on the run. He doesn't want to get hit no more. And they hug with 10 seconds left with pity pat punches on the side by Canelo. 5 seconds left. Hard punch by Charlo and a whip and miss as Canelo moves out the way. It says, you can't touch me. They hug it out in the middle of the ring. Canelo's giving him respect. He's saying thank you and everything else. Charlo is obviously disappointed in this fight. Charlo is not as powerful as Canelo tonight. And it is going to be unanimous on all cards. And if anything comes up any differently, these motherfuckers are fools. Canelo has shown that he is the stronger fighter here tonight as he takes the ropes, pats the heart, and lets out his roar to the crowd. No one, Charlo took an early knee in this here just to protect himself. Just to protect himself. He did take a good punch. Charlo did weather the storm. Charlo is going to have to get stronger if he is going to invoke the rematch clause in this fight. He is definitely going to have to get stronger in this fight. Canelo is all smiles. And Charlo is flabbergasted. Charlo is beat. Charlo is blowing big bubbles out of his mouth right now, puffing out his cheeks like a puffer fish, like wow. That motherfucker hits hard. And yes, he does. And every punch that Canelo threw tonight was very hard. And every punch that Charlo threw tonight was damn near a pity pat. Here are the stats. Canelo 30%, Charlo 14% in jabs. Power punches 40% to Charlo's 27%. Total punches landed 134 out of 385 for Canelo. 71 to 398 for Charlo. Body shots landed 42 for Canelo and 11 for Charlo. This right here was a massive overpowering by Canelo against Charlo. And if Charlo doesn't figure out a way to get stronger, I don't see how the rematch is going to be any different. Maybe he will muster up a little bit more courage coming into the next fight because it did seem like he was fighting scared this whole fight. Fighting scared, unwilling to throw the big punch, unwilling to throw the double punch, unwilling to throw a heavy punch even in the jabs, and Canelo was not to be deterred. Canelo took everything that Charlo had to offer and kept pressing forward with everything that he wanted to throw, and he did throw it tonight with vicious and mean intent. These here were vicious, powerful punches by Canelo, and Charlo did not have an answer for it. He is a rookie to this game, and the master class has been taught. Canelo is the winner once again as he takes all the belts. And it's going to be a heavy journey home because he has about 10 belts to carry. And this right here, Canelo Alvarez retains the undisputed title of his weight class, whatever it is. I don't know. I missed it. At 167.5 pounds is what they fought at. And this here, my friends, was a fight that was not the fight that I wanted to see. The Charlo camp, I have to tell him this. He did withstand the storm. He did go the distance with Canelo. But this right here was hopefully a lesson to both Charlo twins. That they need to get in the gym. That they need to get under the weight bench. That they need to find some strength. And this right here I have to say for Charlo. You, my friend Charlo, will not, I repeat, will not be able to destroy, beat, or even handle any kind of Bud Crawford if this is the type of strength that you carry. The next fight that I want to see, and I've always been talking this for the last 5-6 years, is Bud Crawford against Canelo Alvarez. That fight right there is the fight that I want to see. That is the only person in this industry that I think that can actually put Canelo on his back foot. We are here in the nation of Camboose, and we just witnessed a great power fest by Canelo. No knockout, but very hard punching that Charlo did not want any part of here tonight. Charlo was ducking. He was seeing the punches coming. He was scared of them as they were coming. This man here did not expect the power that Canelo was going to bring, and that's all Canelo brought tonight was power. This is King Cambu signing off. We're going to have to watch this fucking rematch again, I guess. But I want to see Bud Crawford going up against Canelo. That is the fight. That is the only fight. That is the only fight that is of worth seeing here tonight, because that is the only person that could actually match strength to what Canelo brings to the table. Canelo, Crawford, make it happen. This is King Cambu from the nation of Cambu. 100 proof. Always bringing you the truth. Oh, man.